At the beginning of everything, even before the creation of the world, there was a figure in heaven known for his beauty and light. His name was Lucifer, angel admired by all, and who played a very important role among the creatures of heaven. He shone like a star and had great wisdom, but there came a time when a drastic change took place. This much loved and revered angel fell from heaven, and this fall was not just a physical decision but a transformation of his being. From a position of honor, he went to a completely different reality marked by separation from the place he once called home, and much worse than that, he was completely cut off from the glory of God. The story of Lucifer's fall from heaven, along with the third of the angels and his transformation into Satan, is mentioned in biblical passages from the books of Isaiah, Ezekiel, and even Revelation. In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 reasons why this archangel of God became the king of darkness and the prince of this world. What's more, I'm going to help you identify if you're being influenced by the enemy in the same areas that caused Lucifer to fall, so that you don't turn away from God as he did. Okay, before we start, we'd like to ask for your support. If you enjoy our video, please hit the like button. This will help us reach more people and create content for you. Now let's get started with today's video. At the beginning of everything, before the creation of the world, there was a majestic angelic being in heaven known as Lucifer. He was an angel of extraordinary beauty and light, admired by all and entrusted with an important role among the heavenly beings. Described as shining like a star and possessing immense wisdom, Lucifer held a position of honor and privilege in God's divine order. However, a profound and tragic transformation took place. This angel, once beloved and revered, fell from heaven in a dramatic downfall. His fall was not merely a physical descent, but a fundamental change in his nature. From a position of glory, he was cast into a realm of separation from God, a fate far worse than mere exile. He was completely severed from the presence and glory of God. The story of Lucifer's fall, along with a third of the angels who followed him, is alluded to in various passages of the Bible, including Isaiah, Ezekiel, and Revelation. These scriptures provide insight into the reasons behind his rebellion and downfall, shedding light on the nature of sin and the perils of pride, vanity, and the misuse of influence. The 3 reasons for Lucifer's fall. Pride. The desire to be like God. Lucifer's first and foremost sin was pride. Despite his high-ranking position in God's kingdom, it was not enough for him. He wanted the entire universe to revolve around him. His desire was not just admiration but worship. He sought to place himself above all other heavenly beings and, ultimately, to be equal to God himself. This arrogance is vividly described in Isaiah 14 verses 12 to 15. How you have fallen from heaven, O morning star, son of the dawn. You have been cast down to the earth, you who once laid low the nations. You said in your heart, I will ascend to the heavens. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit enthroned on the Mount of Assembly, on the utmost heights of Mount Zaphon. I will ascend above the tops of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. But you are brought down to the realm of the dead, to the depths of the pit. The repeated use of I will emphasizes his self-centered ambition. His heart was filled with pride, and he craved recognition. To achieve his goal, he convinced many angels to side with him in his rebellion. Even today, pride remains one of the most dangerous spiritual traps, influencing people to seek their own glory instead of submitting to God's will. Vanity. The obsession with beauty and status. Lucifer was created as the most beautiful of all beings. The Bible describes him as adorned with every precious stone and full of wisdom. However, his heart became exalted because of his splendor. Ezekiel 28 verse 17 states, Your heart became proud on account of your beauty, and you corrupted your wisdom because of your splendor. So I threw you to the earth. I made a spectacle of you before kings. His obsession with his own magnificence led to self-worship, a sin he now spreads among humans. Vanity blinds people, making them value appearance over substance and admiration over righteousness. From the very beginning, Lucifer used beauty as a tool of deception, as seen in the story of Eve. Genesis 3 verse 6 says Eve was drawn to the forbidden fruit because it was pleasing to the eye. Similarly, Vanity continues to lead many away from God, prioritizing external beauty and status over spiritual integrity. Persuasion, the ability to deceive others. Lucifer was a master of persuasion, using his influence to lead a rebellion against God. Revelation 12 describes a great war in heaven. Then war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. But he was not strong enough, and they lost their place in heaven. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth, and his angels with him. Revelation 12 verses 7-9. Lucifer managed to convince a third of the angels to rebel against God. His ability to deceive continues today as he works through various means, including false teachings, corrupting music and entertainment, and leading people into self-idolatry. The influence of Lucifer's fall on humanity. Lucifer's tactics did not stop with his expulsion from heaven. He continues to influence the world in three major ways. Promoting self-exaltation. Society encourages self-worship through social media, fame, and personal achievements, echoing Lucifer's desire for recognition. Many people focus on their own desires rather than God's plan, falling into the same pride that led to Lucifer's downfall. Encouraging vanity and materialism. The world idolizes beauty, wealth, and status, leading people to prioritize superficial success over spiritual growth. Like Lucifer, people become obsessed with appearances and external validation, using music and media as tools of manipulation. Many forms of entertainment promote themes that contradict biblical teachings, such as materialism, immorality, and rebellion against God. Some music glorifies evil, subtly influencing people away from righteousness. The contrast between Lucifer and Jesus Christ. Lucifer and Jesus Christ represent two opposite paths: pride versus humility, rebellion versus obedience, self-worship versus servanthood. Lucifer wanted to exalt himself. Jesus humbled himself. Philippians 2 verses 5-8. Lucifer sought his own kingdom. Jesus surrendered his glory to save humanity. Lucifer desired worship. Jesus served others and died for sinners. Jesus teaches us to follow a path of humility and love, in direct contrast to Satan's nature. The Bible reminds us that through Christ, we can resist the devil's schemes and walk in truth and righteousness. Conclusion: the spiritual battle and the call to faith. Lucifer's fall serves as a powerful warning against pride, vanity, and the misuse of influence. His story mirrors humanity's ongoing struggle with sin and the temptation to elevate ourselves above God. By understanding his tactics, believers can guard their hearts against deception and remain steadfast in their faith. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. I hope you like this video. Thank you.